What makes a horror film truly terrifying isn't just the ghosts or jump scares. It's how real everything feels. In this video essay, we'll explore how The Conjuring 2013 and The Conjuring 2 2016 use mise-en-scène to ground the supernatural in realism. Let's start with editing and props that convince us the story is true. Both films begin with claims they're based on true events, reinforced by archival photos of the Warrens and real families. The Conjuring 2 even plays real voice recordings of Janet Hodgson during the end credits.
Tell me about the beginning, the first night that you were having. What was your brother's doing?
Pulling about. I wasn't quite sure now.
It was scary.
Yeah, basically.
Janet, what about Janet?
Yeah. When it comes from your area, Janet, do you feel anything in your throat?
No.
You just don't feel anything? Now, I'm looking at Janet.
No spicy here.
And the voice comes to her, but her mouth doesn't move or nothing moves.
Shut up.
These documentary-style edits blur fiction and reality, immersing us in a believable horror experience. Now let's examine cinematography and props that reinforce authenticity. The films use archival-style footage and scenes shot from handheld or POV perspectives to mimic 1970s home video aesthetics. Props like reel-to-reel tape recorders, film cameras, and projectors ground the paranormal investigations in realism. Next, let's focus on how set design and costume recreate the 1970s. From rotary phones to retro wallpaper and vintage sweaters, every detail enhances the realism. These designs also isolate the characters. No cell phones, no modern help, intensifying fear. Lighting and symbolism play key roles in how we perceive good versus evil. The use of low-key lighting, shadows, and flickering candles enhances unease and mystery.
Wanna play hide and clap?
Crucifixes, rosaries, and holy water add layers of spiritual realism, tools the Warrens use against the unknown.
Vade retro, Satana. Sancta Michael Arcangele. Defende nos in prelio.
Now let's talk about sound design, a crucial part of horror realism. We hear diegetic sounds, creaking doors, whispers, breathing, and non-diegetic music that builds dread. In The Conjuring 2, silence is used strategically, moments where all sound drops out to heighten tension. Because it feels like we're in the house too, the fear becomes personal and believable. Now let's look at how camera movement supports realism. Long, unbroken shots, often without cuts, mimic real time, like in documentaries. Handheld camera work adds a human perspective, making it feel like we're witnessing the haunting ourselves. Unlike many horror films that rely on CGI and flashy cuts, The Conjuring leans on practical effects and realism.
Handles. Gunshot.
By combining mise-en-scène, sound, editing, and cinematography, the films build a supernatural world that feels real. And that's what makes The Conjuring so terrifying, not just because it's scary, but because it could be real